Do you have a soulless estate agency office? Today, I'm joined by Andrew Seldon, who is the new MD of Belvoir, ex-Lohman Big Boss as well. And you've also been a consultancy for the last 12 months or so. So you'd have been around your fair share of estate agency offices. You said to me before you switched the cameras on, they're not like they were 10, 20 years ago. Why is that? Talk to me.
Yeah, I think there's a lack of characters in estate agency at the minute. If I go back to when I was training in 1996 when I started, there was a
How was
lot.
he as a child?
Yes,
How old
absolutely.
are you, if you don't mind me asking?
At 49.
49, you
Yeah,
did start young, didn't you?
yeah. So there was a lot of characters, and it made it fun. The job, was we were all busy and they were all producing good profit and doing very well, but it was fun as well. And
Why don't you think it's fun?
I think people take it too seriously. I think the demands on them are perhaps too serious as well. I think it's a different generation coming in. I've challenged that to the point where I think I have to accept it. Um, and you walk into some branches and they're like a library, or they're scruffy, or the staff aren't interested. Um, Little things like no eye contact when you walk in, at least, or a hello, or if they're on the phone, they wave and just acknowledge you. Um, I think there's a lack of personal interaction when people go in there, and branches aren't cheap.
Do you think this is going to be quite controversial here, but we touched on it in a previous video, is that because the average neg is on minimum wage
Yeah,
with not much basic, it is attracted and retained a certain type of person.
I think so. I think it probably takes the buzz out of it. And I had a city centre lettings operation, um, and it was a very, very busy environment and lots of negotiators. At one point, there was 12 lettings negotiators, all fighting for commission in the right way. But the environment was buzzing. It was good. People used to like walking in and used to say, "Oh, you're a really busy agent. Thanks for taking the time to sit with me and talk to me." I go around agents, I have interest, but I do it for the job as well. The amount of times I walk into a branch and it's just a negative environment. It's
Heads
quiet,
down,
heads down.
heads down. If I don't do eye contact, they'll go to someone else.
Yeah. Oh, there's no follow up. I
Sorry, follow up. What's
actually,
follow up?
yeah, it's a skill, believe it or not. Here's my own experience. So I went to view a property for sale, and I was interested in it. I rang the agent, who I won't name, and said I wanted to make an offer. I rang the following day to see if I could get hold of somebody to make the offer. I rang the following day. It was 3 days until somebody called me back to make an offer. This property had been on the market a few weeks. And it's just, this is actually what's perceived to be a very good brand as well. But they're rubbish. I had the manager come out and actually value my own property. He asked me what I thought the property was worth. He was very negative. He quoted 0.8% before I even challenged him on a fee. I went back into the branch just to go talk about the property I was interested in. They weren't interested. They didn't want to know. They didn't want me to be there. I was an inconvenience to them. And I think a lot of that's happening. It's easy to perhaps use prop tech where you can send a text message and hide behind it, or an email. The actual conversation is dying. Seems to be dying in a state agency. Um, but I think there's a bit more personality injected and people being encouraged to be themselves, and not ticking all the boxes of perhaps a corporate image. Let it be fun.
Is there any responsibility with the bosses?
I think so. I think it's got to be, yeah, it's got to come from them, because I think there's a fear that if it doesn't come from them, then our jobs are at risk. But it is a fun job. I've had so many laughs doing, in a state agency. I love it. But you can make the job good.
I mean, I'm on the periphery. I said to the missus, in COVID, I could quite fancy getting back into this.
Yeah, doing deals.
She said it would be divorce, so
Yeah, yeah, a bit more expensive, but that's lacking. And I think there's no personality. I mean, you walk in. I've been into some branches and they're absolutely amazing. They're stunning, but they're still soulless.
and that's the point we said at the start, is soulless.
Yeah,
Heads down, mouth shuts.
yeah.
If I don't look at them,
You can make a difference. One person shakes someone's hand, says hello, makes an effort, follows up, does what they say they're going to do, you'll start getting more listings. You'll start getting more sales because they're
And you'll earn more money, but more importantly, you'll enjoy the job more.
correct. And then that opens up your opportunities to, moving up the ladder or getting a better salary.
Here you go. These are our thoughts. Put yours in the comments. Thank you for your time today, Andrew.
Thank you.